Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Random Parked. This is episode number 40 with your hosts, Conodger, that's me, Kurt J. Mac, and ZK. Say hello.
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 All right, you passed the test. Good.
Yep. Goodbye.
You are a human, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we have had robot audio issues tonight, so if we are not human, well, then frankly, that's probably a good thing. I don't think we have any crazy or interesting developments this week in our personal automotive lives. Or do we, Kurt J. Mac?
We most certainly don't.
Oh, no. Yeah, not really. I've been way too busy trying to make a ramp truck function again to have done anything of any interest purchasing vehicles.
No interesting travel information or happenings during your drive?
No,
to the
not really.
Track Marathon and back?
It's only like 50 miles or something like that. And it's just through really, really boring roads. There is a Supra, of a fourth generation Supra that has like the are they Lambo doors if they fold forward? Or are they only Lambo doors if they... No, Lambo ones are the ones that do fold forward, right? Gold wings are the ones that fold up.
Yes.
Yes, but there's also scissor doors.
It might
and
be...
I'm not sure if scissor doors are Lambo doors.
Yeah, it might be scissor doors. But it has those and like 22s and flashing lights.
On a fourth gen?
On a fourth gen. And it's been for sale for years. And it's always on the side of the road with like tons of signs. And like, it's always going. Like, it always has the lights going and like the doors open and stuff.
I was going to say, they just leave it there with the doors open?
And yeah, literally in their front yard with the doors open and everything. And it's just there every time.
I'll give them $1,000.
I have never stopped because I don't want to vomit on the side of the road, but I guarantee you they're asking a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, but like, for $1,000 I'd do that.
Sure, maybe.
Sight unseen, from your description only.
And then he would love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much else. Not much else other than that. Nothing that I desperately needed to rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Any Z developments over the past couple weeks?
No Z developments. Just chipping away at little odds and ends here and there. I did just much earlier than I anticipate. I got a new set of wheels in.
Oh,
I just gotta find some tires and
Wheels are always a big thing.
yeah,
a huge thing.
I mean, they're at least 16 inches. But
Well, maybe.
they could be 15s.
They could be 15s as well. But no, yeah, I mean, that was one of the things because the tires that are on there are pretty cracked up and old, and I just don't
And I
trust
hated those
them.
wheels.
Yeah, I need to find out like what they are so I can like try to maybe sell them.
Yeah, there's got to be
like,
somebody out there that's like, oh, I just love that wheel.
Yeah.
Not I. Well, I'm excited to see what you got. That is such a... I love that part of getting a car is like that first rush of like, there's so many little things I can fix and it's really quick and then it just feels good. And then you like, that list starts to whittle down into all the annoying things that you don't want to do. It stops being as fun.
Fuel tanks and...
Oh, fuel tanks. Don't ever try to
Door
install
alignment.
your own fuel tanks. Don't do it. It's so bad.
Gotcha.
How's Good's bug?
It gets more sappy I will, in fact, now I have to edit. I will put a picture of the current state of the Beetle in the video. It's sad. It's real sad. But supposedly, once ever the ramp truck's up and going, I'm going to go rescue? It's still gonna sit out. Like, I'm not putting it in my garage. It's still gonna be outside.
Not garage worthy.
No, but maybe
I don't think
it'll
you have a
move
lot
again.
I don't think you have a lot of sappy trees to park it under, though.
No, his trees are in like. We went out to lunch one day, and his entire car is covered in sap, and his windshield is basically like permanent Vaseline mode, and he just drives like that. I did get him, like, he's like, yeah, I've always thought about getting a little carport for it. And I was like, you think?
Yeah, that's what parking the Subaru outside now that I've got 2 cars in the garage. It's right under I don't know what, the evergreen pine tree or whatever, and yeah,
It's the worst.
sap and pine needles, and yeah.
There's literally nothing worse to try to like deal with on a car than sap.
The water spots on the Roadmaster were real bad.
Did you actually
had
take care of those?
Yeah, I like went and took it to a place because I didn't have the time.
Water spots are us, or like where do you take it?
my normal car washing spot, but I like dropped it off rather than their normal like 15-minute wash thing. But essentially they had to take like sandpaper to the glass to take it off. It was awful.
Seems like it would be a bad thing to do.
It's better than what it was trying to drive that thing at night.
That's how the Audi is. That's how it's always been. So I just don't drive at night. Except when I do.
Well, yeah, when you do the long haul for whatever, from when you buy a car randomly across the country.
Mm-hmm. Who would do such a thing? None of us.
Never.
All right. Shall we begin with the run of the show? I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit excited about some of mine this week. And I think ZK is going to be excited too. I like that response. Oh, no. First up in Ranwin Parked.
Oh, no.
Hold on to your brain hole, ZK. This is a 1990 Daihatsu Rocky SE Sport Utility convertible in great shape, no rust. Turns over once. You take your gas off the pedal, it turns off after a minute or so. Asking $2,500. No mention of the fact that this is a 1990 Daihatsu here. Why?
Yeah. Also, that sounds like it's probably just like a fuel filter or something.
It's probably something dumb. Yeah, it looks like it's just been stuck out here forever.
Also, those box flares.
Seriously, look at this thing. look at the graphics.
I know. It's like it says Rocky on it.
It does say it not only says Rocky there, but it has a Rocky badge.
Oh my god.
It's
like all the good things like with a samurai.
Is it a samurai? Like, it's got to be something else, right?
I've literally never heard of the Daihatsu Rocky, but it's literally in that same category.
It's left-hand drive. Yeah, it's not a right-hand drive import.
What?
I know.
What is that text on the driver's door?
I think those are like the warning stickers and whatnot. Like, that's because the top of the doors are just metal, and I think they just slapped like the belt routing and stuff on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Like, that's the 4-wheel drive like transfer case stuff over there, and that looks like your normal like lift points.
Cone. This is Ranwin Parked, not mistakes I'd made.
It was close. It was close. But yeah, this is super weird and cool, and we need more information. Look at these graphics.
A little moldy there in the rear, but the graphics are on point.
Hey, we all get a little moldy in the rear sometimes.
Speak for yourself.
Very, very 90s wheels.
I was going to say, those have to be the stock wheels, but
either stock or
they look like they're from something else.
90s aftermarket.
Are they, though?
Who knows?
The hub bore thing is, like, perfect.
Mm-hmm. They could be stock.
I've literally never heard of the Rocky. This is weird.
It's weird. Like, and it's, like, around here. Like, it's nowhere fancy or anything like that. It's just sitting in this field. An absolute Radwood winner.
So it looks like the back comes off, but it also looks like it has T-tops.
I would agree. Or like a Targa or something.
Yeah.
They do list it as a convertible.
So how much do they want?
$2,500.
Jeez.
I told you. It's an exciting week. ZK is currently tabulating and trying to figure out how he can make this happen. How fast are you going to have that ramp truck running?
You know,
It's,
I'm gonna have to do some research after this because, like, it doesn't look messed up. Like, it looks used and worn, but like this shot with the engine bay, that looks completely stock. Like all the stock intake is there and everything. From here, it looks fuel injected.
Right, yeah, it's got a battery in it. Like, it's not been left out in the field to dry. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't know that this isn't normal. Maybe they aren't aware that these aren't everywhere. I've never heard of it, never seen one. Completely mind-boggling.
Yeah, that.
I almost wish I had put this in best of now, just for your reaction. I think that would have sold people. Maybe
the what? The you're cold.
So, I don't know. That's if we had taunts around here. If we were Gary's Mod people, that would be one of them. All right, Kurt. Themes.
More four-wheel drive, and a new kind of spin on the category. There's Ran When Parked. This one is where is it? Where did it say? The 3.0 V6 was running strong before the crash. Ran before crash.
Ran before crash.
From this 1990 Toyota 4Runner.
Heck of a crash.
The heck of a crash into like a mud pit or something for $2,000. Everything you see is up for grabs, and the engine and transmission are back up for sale. Apparently somebody claimed them and then for some reason changed their minds.
I wonder why.
I say heck of a crash, but it almost seems like a low speed but yet damaged every panel crash. Like no part of it looks like it hit something fast. It looks like they went through a mud hole or something and like tumbled through it.
Yeah, I guess my first thought was that it caught on fire, but I guess it hasn't. It's just a black truck covered in mud.
No, it caught on mud.
Yeah, and then there's no windshield.
There's cinder blocks under the back. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it is real weird.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe someone claimed the rear springs or something. Who knows?
True.
Nope, they got put in the trunk.
They're just in the back with
They just fell out.
some of the mountain that it fell off of is back there too.
No, that's like, think of like a landslide. Like if this was caught in a landslide.
A very common occurrence.
I mean, in Washington, sure.
Can we talk about how awful Toyota engine bays are? And just the way they cram things in?
When did they get awful? I would say
85?
late 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the mid to late 80s, and then they just never stopped.
And nowadays, they just put a big plastic cover on the top of it, so you don't have to see all that.
I'm really...
Windows
There's mud inside, like...
Yeah.
Oh, there's the windshield.
Yeah.
So it did get punched through somehow.
Hey, the rear tailgate is kind of not bent. Kind of.
Kind of.
What
Does
did
that say?
they do?
Okay, so
Ridge necks.
we got-
so they fell off a mountain.
we got ridge necks and we got sled necks. Okay.
I don't know what any of those are.
Me either. Hopefully it's not bad. That's all I can say.
It's weirdly damaged a lot and not a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah, there's no major crumpling or anything
Yeah,
like that.
like
It's
this
just
is the
everything
most crumpled that it is, basically.
Right.
Mhm.
Must have been a low speed rollover or tumble or something like that, I would say.
Yeah.
Ran when crashed. No specific prices. Shoot me an offer. Lazy.
Yep.
You couldn't even hose it down first.
Seriously. Azike.
For only $250, you too can get a Subaru all-wheel drive SVX. We're doing the all-wheel drive episode.
Overpriced.
$250 though. It's a full car.
Is it? Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Also, was running when crashed.
Crashed or like just fell apart?
yeah.
I don't know how you do that. Usually the type of damage is like slid into a curb type of thing.
Maybe. I was thinking like lower ball joint failure.
But how do you do that in SVX?
Oh, well, they're fixing it.
Yeah.
But you think the radiator's any good?
Well, considering they're using a jack on the front core support, I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, true. I was gonna say that jack point isn't exactly right.
It's
If anyone needs any headlights, though.
yeah, it's even got the most important middle headlight.
Headlights got the window regulators good. Those are a hot ticket item.
Well, taillights are broken. Weirdly.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it's got some dents in the back too. Yeah, I'd say this is I think this is broke and abandoned. Like I think it had some kind of suspension failure and then it was just like, well, push it off into the trees and we're done with that.
Yeah, but like it's weird because it's an SVX.
I mean, yes, it's weird because it's an SVX, but
Yes, but I mean, it's weird to see an SVX in the forest or
is it
shrubs or whatever.
I think I see a lot of them like this because as Kurt found out, they're a pain in the butt to fix and very expensive to fix. And then they're not very valuable. And they were less valuable. Now they've become a little bit more valuable.
I don't know. The SVX is this very weird spot in the market.
It's got a really weird spot in the radiator market.
Hey, those aftermarket ones are now available. I got the email a while ago.
What are they, like $600?
Yes.
Yeah.
But this does like make me think of what's the newest car in the field or trees we've seen.
I mean, a newest car. I've seen pretty new like Kias and Mitsubishis in the woods, abandoned already. Oh, Dodge Calibers. I have seen a lot of abandoned Dodge Calibers.
Those people have made good decisions in their lives.
They made one really bad one and then one really good one.
I wonder what let's call it the MSRP versus woods ratio is.
At what point is it woodsable?
Woodsable.
Because the SVX was pretty expensive, but also in the woods.
It was expensive, and then it was dramatically not expensive.
But we don't see that many Mercedes in the woods.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I think it's because the Mercedes usually get like pulled apart for parts instead.
Maybe.
Versus these, all the parts are already broken anyway.
Not wrong.
So what makes a Subaru a Subaru?
A Subaru, yes.
Ran when parked.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting week of Ran when parked. The Daihatsu, though, or not Daihatsu. What's it? Was that right? No.
Daihatsu.
The Hatsu Rocky?
It's so like Daihatsu doesn't exist here. It's weird to say it. I don't get it.
Yeah, someone needs to do research for me so I don't like
Have to.
so I don't have to buy it.
All right. If that wasn't a mistake I'd make. This little nugget is a 1970 mini, not really mini, Austin, America. $3,500. Very rare. Will consider all trades. I mean, I got a lot of weird things. Do you want a bed for an F-350? I don't know. I thought it was going to be a project I wanted to restore. It's complete cars. The back window more than I want to take on. Okay. So I reduced the price. The 1300cc engine is rated at 58 horsepower. Most Americas have automatic transmission, which was standard, but the optional 4-speed manual is in this one. And these were imported from
70.
68 to 71. I like the rally look, so I put a few decals on her.
Where?
I don't know. But it is indeed a really cool look. It kind of reminds me of the mini coupe, like the backwards hat one now, but then it's more of a coupe styled mini, and I quite like it.
It seems like overall, like it looks like most of the extra length is in the hood, but it also does look like the body itself is longer than the normal Mini.
Definitely. And the back kind of gives me that like MGB GT vibe as well.
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about the Austin Rover minis.
I certainly do not. It has been in worse condition or is in worse condition. I don't know which.
Their cinder blocks fell on it.
Oh, they did. That's unfortunate. Are those the decals?
Yeah.
The rest of the pictures are...
Wait.
Yeah.
That goes up to... Okay. It's what?
100.
100 it goes up to? Okay.
Let's be real. 100.
Kilometers?
Could be. Actually, probably not. They don't do kilometers either.
Yeah. So these were... Yeah, he said like 1275 cc.
Mm-hmm. Very slow.
50 something. Yeah.
Very, very slow.
And they have the cutest little adorable shifters.
Yeah.
They're so dainty.
I don't know. There's just something about the general shape of it that I like. And I've always liked minis, but minis are just kind of... To do something unique with a mini is one of those impossible things. It's almost like doing a unique thing with a 240 or doing a unique Miata.
You know, that makes a lot of sense because both, you, me, and Moog are both like S13 tragics, but also like minis.
True. That is interesting.
Because you could do whatever to them.
It's part of the sickness.
Yeah. Pray for us.
I don't think this one's a Kurt car, though. I have a feeling...
I don't know if he could fit in it.
I don't know.
True. Minis are very mini.
I've been around some minis and not Kurt. If for nothing else, it's the legroom. Like, the legroom is tragically bad. All right. I mean, honestly, if I was in a position of money on the table, that's a mistake I would make. Ooh.
I gotta be honest. Since getting the 280, I'm like, when flipping through the ads, I'm like, nothing's catching my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does happen after you spend a lot of money on a car.
Not only that, but it's also like that was such a pivotal car too. Like that was a car you had wanted for so long.
Right, yeah, the cars that would catch my attention, like if there was like a RX-7 or a Corvair or something like that, they don't anymore because I feel like I got something better.
Right.
Instead of trying to find something to hold me over until I can get something. But anyway, a mistake I could make if I needed a truck, 67 Toyota Stout. Toyota Stout. They're asking $8,000, and in my research, they are pretty rare.
I don't think we've had a Stout. I don't remember a Stout.
I've seen one in my searches, and it wasn't good enough for this show or something. But
yeah, I've had another Toyota truck that was old and had those like extra lights on the hood.
I was going to say I really like the turn signals, like built into pods on the hood.
It's cool.
Runs and drives.
It's in pretty good shape, but also not like restored or...
Right.
Whoa. What are we doing up here?
It's got it's on the column.
Main transmission.
Yeah.
Auxiliary transmission.
It's I gotta look this up.
It's a 12-speed.
What I'm seeing here...
Or a 16-speed.
Is a 4-speed manual, and then under, overdrive, and direct, but in a pattern that's like top left under, bottom left under, top right over, and bottom right direct. That's pretty nutty.
Yeah, top right is 4 and bottom right is 3.
3. Yeah. But the other transmission is normal, like 1, 2, 3, 4. But the second one is 1, 2, 4, 3. Interesting. Oh, they had a better picture. Of course they did.
Oh.
Of course they did.
Click the rotate button, please.
There you go.
Oh God, this is my favorite thing.
Is it
Giant air canister.
the garbage
The air
can?
can. Yeah.
We don't know how big to make the air cleaner, so we just make it as big as we can.
It's literally got more displacement than the engine. That is something. Oh, storage.
Storage.
It's ahead of its time.
Yeah,
But what is that?
a jack, I think.
Yeah, that's one of those bottle jacks.
Oh yeah.
Weird. The shape of it, like the windshield and everything, kind of reminds me of the Ford. It almost feels like a little bit of a, like, you know how the Japanese did in this era, where they would just like take an
Yeah,
American
this is
car and
just-
be like, let's make a tiny version of that.
Yeah, this is just the 67 Ford miniaturized.
Yeah. But it's got some cool, like, unique details to it, too. It's not just
Those
a...
push buttons.
Don't know what they're for. Even,
Oh,
like, the
they're cool,
Speedo
though.
is... It's, like, a different version of that Ford sweep style. It's very, very interesting. I think it's the windshield that really does it. Like, the curved back windshield that looks very Americana. Neat.
Neat.
Neat. This episode has been neat. ZK, you better have some neat.
Well, you know how I like them Cougars. Especially the older ones.
Is that it now? You just you spend your time looking for cougars.
You know, those lonely nights.
First off, the headlights.
But yeah. So it's a 65 Cougar that they only went $2,000 for. And there's some things about it,
Okay.
but you know, they're not deal breakers.
They're not deal breakers. Such as,
The interior is okay.
it is okay. It's got 90s modern seats in
yeah.
it. Oh,
It's got LED halo headlights.
that are green.
oh
Oh,
my.
in this picture, it's got these. Honestly, I really love the sparkle valve cover.
Honestly, or like honestly.
Honestly, like no, that's great. I love it.
Oh, this is a very informative picture.
It's the vinyl back seat. You know, easy to clean for any messes.
Thumb.
And it's like this, you know, particular hue of color.
Yeah, I know. Alex is going nuts for it.
72,000 miles on it.
Allegedly.
I believe it.
These are some old pictures.
Yeah, and
now.
then there's old security pictures or 2003 phone pictures in here.
Still had the sparkly valve cover though.
Mm-hmm.
It's got headers for some reason.
For the straight six or whatever.
It's not even
six
the.
these.
I think it's the 202.
It could use a 352. Just saying.
Could. There you go. It's like it does have those weird, just like the Mustangs of the era and the Falcons of the era with the huge strut tower things. Really,
Yeah,
really is a problem for 352 fit in there.
I got a welder.
Okay, well,
Relocate those.
I look forward to seeing that project. I cannot stand the way this car looks. Though. Everything about it is bad.
You don't like a tinted windshield?
Don't like that. I don't like the side strike things that like they just don't fit. I don't like the headlight pod things. I don't like the blacked out grill.
I like it, I think, because it is the opposite of your Boomer 65 Cougar.
I guess
It's like if an S13 owner got a hold of a Cougar.
that's not a good thing, ZK. You're saying bad things. You intend for them to be good things, but they're not good things.
The heart wants what it wants.
That's true. And if it's a Cougar, I'm not going to stop you. All right. Shall we tone things down a little bit? We got ZK all excited with these Cougars. Let's bring it back. I think there's a problem with mine. No, there's not. My mildly interesting.
Hold on, let us be the judge of that.
True. My mildly interesting is it's mildly interesting. It's a 1985 Pegasus. Or Pontiac Firebird Coupe. But it's actually a Pegasus that they want $15,000 for. Because it is one of 5 made for Burt Reynolds' BL Striker series. 1 blown up in the show, 2 resprayed red, all stock drivetrain. Do you know? Do any of us know anything about this BL Striker series?
No.
No, me either.
BL
I know
Striker.
that this car is very ugly.
You know what it is? It's a Vector W8.
Sure.
But like before the Vector W8 was a thing, as a clone of that car before that car existed as a kit car on a Firebird. And that's mildly interesting. Like, it's got the pointy nose, it's got the big, like, all-grill butt with the factory taillights just underneath of it. Just noticed that. It's interesting. But it's not good, but it's interesting.
No.
Look at these back seats.
I like the interior, actually.
Yeah, I don't know, $15,000.
With that gold wing ahead of it. Start talking about that.
$15,000, and this iconic piece of history could be yours.
They can keep it.
I just did a cursory Google, and I'm only seeing like a yellow one that was for sale at some time ago, but I can't tell if it's sold or what.
No, it doesn't have a price or anything.
No.
I do wonder how people get a hold of these things. Like, did this person buy this with the hopes of like driving it and using it, or did they think like, did they see it one day and you're like, I'm gonna buy that. That's gonna be worth some money someday.
Are those weird little pods like the side view mirrors?
I think those are the side view mirrors.
They're
Well,
like,
So, yeah.
They're vents,
no,
but they
they're
hide
vents.
the side view mirrors.
oh, the little hockey puck of side view mirrors.
Yeah. But they're
The front end reminds me of that one like James Bond car that turned into the submarine. Right?
different franchise and certainly
Yeah.
not a Firebird,
Yeah.
but yes.
That's all I have to say about it. That, and it has very prominent eyebrows.
It does have very prominent eyebrows.
And the
Mildly,
smallest wheels.
yeah. Mildly interesting, mildly upsetting. But only mildly because it's a 1985 Pontiac Firebird.
Yeah.
Not a huge loss there. Let's be real. Let's be real. Kurt.
Well, ZK, if you're a fan of interior design, then
Ooh, boy.
perhaps you'd be interested mildly in this 1973 Amx Pierre Cardin edition for $8,750. A very rare car, capital VRC. Less than 200 left, they claim. It's an American Motors AMX, which is interesting enough, but the Pierre Cardin edition had the interior designed by noted fashion designer Pierre Cardin.
Yes.
Right.
They've invested a lot of $3,500 in the car, yet as we'll see, the engine still isn't in it.
I was going to say the front end looks a little high
Yeah,
there.
it's got the very obvious no engine position stance.
Also, we have mixtape squat in the background.
Mix. Oh yeah. Now that's a bingo square. Huh.
Yeah, it's not any different on the outside.
Right.
Apparently 4,152 javelins
Oh.
were converted to
I mean,
the
I do
Pierre
like the
Cardin.
javelin because it's like this weird fishy shape. I don't know how to explain it.
They are obviously tragics, judging by the background.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know why I included all these pictures because that's well, there's your engine parts.
Yes, all three of them.
Here's the build-up. Oh, yeah.
There we go. The interior has been kept immaculate.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very 70s, and you know what? It's excellent.
Oh, the stains.
Pierre's a good guy.
Oh, the stains.
There's some stains back there.
Don't talk about. You don't point them out.
Oh, those look horribly uncomfortable.
Nah, they're fine.
6 multicolored stripes in nylon and stain-resistant silicone finish.
Ah.
Apparently.
Just to finish the stain resistant, though.
Yes.
Look at the continuation through the door panel there.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the, like, you know, the I don't even know what you call that. It's almost like a holographic metal finish. Oh yeah, it's up in the
burnished.
dash, too.
It's burnished.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like how the speedometer like gets yellow and red as if like
No, don't go this fast.
So it's not made to go this fast.
Look at those switches. That's
That is
very
a very
strange.
interesting dash. I will say that that's probably too interesting for mildly interesting that
Yeah.
dash. But
And look at the shifter.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen shifters like that, but I've never seen a dash like this or a cluster like this.
And then you have one horizontal vent and one vertical vent.
get your Pierre Cardin badge.
So, by my book, Pierre is a good guy.
Pierre, you did well. Even if your last name doesn't get capitalized?
His first name isn't either.
Oh, I thought that was a big
branding.
Okay.
It's branding.
Oh, right. Huh.
Was it?
The
Does that
option,
say-
if you were to spring for this option brand new in 1972 or 73, cost an additional $84.95. Interior.
Money well spent.
Yes.
Well spent. I think this is the picture. Like this,
Mhm.
that's the summary of that vehicle. Very
Looks
nice.
like lips.
It does. I was thinking it kind of reminded me of like the Rolling Stones logo,
Yeah.
which
How
I mean,
old are you?
wow. Just because I know culture doesn't mean that I'm old.
Well,
Dad culture.
Ouch. Friendship over. What in the heck? CK.
what? It's just a British umberpig.
Pronounced umberpig.
Umberpig.
I don't think it's German.
Oh yeah, that was
No.
no.
It does have a. Yeah, I don't. It's interesting because it's here,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. This was also sort of a random part. But I thought it was more interesting, or at least mildly so, that it's a armored personnel carrier thing.
So it's like a Unimog, basically, but
No.
British.
No, because Unimogs are more like utility based. This is like a. I guess it would be more like a Hummer, where it's for like transport of personnel rather than equipment and stuff.
You know, if I had very important cargo or like very important people that I needed to transport from place to place, I too would choose a Rolls-Royce engine.
They're British. They put Rolls Royce in everything.
It's
Also, why would they choose Umberpig as the name?
Here's a mildly interesting fact. They're actually called Humberpig with an Humber. This
Oh.
is a misspelled.
So they are the Humberpig.
Because I looked it up and I'm like, did you mean
comfortable.
Humberpig? I guess.
Very posh interior.
Mhm.
The finest of Rolls-Royce luxury.
Yeah.
4.2 liter 6-cylinder petrol engine. 120 horsepower.
Is it petrol? I guess it's mechanically fuel injected then. Because
Yeah.
those are hoses
Yeah.
going to injectors. And yet there's this very large looking carburetor over there that has fuel lines going to it. Is this a diesel? Or is this gas? It looks very diesel, doesn't it?
According to
Are those the spark
Wikipedia,
plugs?
it's a 6-cylinder petrol
Maybe.
inline 6, a Rolls-Royce B60. For you tank nerds.
Yeah, it's,
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, well, the driver gets an actual seat, kind of.
And a steering wheel in space.
Yeah, and a steering wheel in your face. That is quite a thing there.
Yeah, and
I don't know. It
both, why is it in Texas? And of course it's in Texas.
Right, that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, how did this get to Texas? And like, how perfect is it that it got to Texas? And I can't believe they're not daily driving it, frankly.
Yeah, only weighs 14,000 pounds. Fine.
Did you say 14,000?
Yes. 6.5 tons.
6.5.
Okay, I would have guessed like 8,
Tons.
not 14.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the MK2. The MK1, depending on what this one is, was 10,500 pounds.
Oh, okay. Much lighter.
Lightweight.
And you said, what, 120 horsepower?
Yes.
I'm sure.
Top speed, 40 miles per hour.
Honestly, that's more than I expected.
Probably downhill.
You know,
You think those are original tires?
could be. They're probably solid. What a... And like this stuff, it almost looks added on, but I bet you that's how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, fender mirrors.
Ooh.
Very in right now. Very in. We haven't talked about that, Kurt. You're not doing fender mirrors, are you?
On the 280?
Yeah.
No.
Good.
Probably not.
Okay, good.
Doubtful.
Lines in the sand were about to be drawn. Wow. Was that it? Was that mild?
Yeah.
Wow. This is gonna
Especially mild this week, huh?
this is gonna be like a speed run right when parked. Maybe it's all the
Is it, though?
energy. I mean, we're only like 43 minutes in.
Oh, right. But we do have to talk about the best of last week.
I mean, do we really have to?
I'm just going to lay it out there, you know?
You don't have your button anymore, right? Like,
No, I actually disabled that all because I was terrified of how it was going to screw up my audio setup.
if you need a reminder of the previous episodes, best of ads, we had Kurt with the Busto Bus, an absolutely amazing find.
Mm-hmm.
We had ZK with the Caprice.
Yeah, it was Caprice.
Caprice. Every time I look at it, all I see is the Holden. Rooster.
Yes. Rooster.
car. And my amazing Buick camper van combination thing that apparently, according to my dad, was a real thing and they were very popular at one point. And what we learned is that me and Kurt threw away 2 amazing best of ads.
Yeah.
2 absolute knockout winners on any normal episode because ZK pulled 186 votes with his very large rooster. I pulled a measly 39 and Kurt 31. But the fact that me and Kurt were close pretty much shows that the two of us, like, I think those 2 could have been winners on another week. But then there's ZK.
Yeah, with my huge chicken.
Are you proud of yourself? Like, are you gonna
I
go,
am very proud.
you gonna go around town touting how your very large rooster just dominated at Golden Motors? Oh, it was all just perfect. It was perfect. 256 votes, by the way. I think that's the most votes. Like, I think more people just went in and were like, usually I don't vote, but this week I need to.
The 73, 15, 12 was a split I wasn't expecting, because I think last night it was like 60, 20, 20 or something like that.
I'd always try to not look until like I go to put this together. But people felt the need to inform me of how well Azure was doing this time around.
Yes.
So let's see.
Everyone's talking about my rooster.
Let's see if on episode 40 we can bring things a little bit closer to even with my 1981 custom Chevy Chevette. This is a very simple ad for a 1981 custom Chevy Chevette, $4,500. Very low miles, runs and drives like new, 4-cylinder, 5-speed.
Something makes me think that maybe it's a little bit off new. I don't know that they sold them off a lot, particularly in this condition.
Nah, exactly like this.
One of my favorite little things that we found are the completely outrageous ads with zero information about what we're actually looking at.
Right, like it's just the dumbest, craziest thing, and they just present the ad like, yeah, this is it.
It's a Chevette.
And this Chevette is modified into a pickup truck that holds a mobility scooter with no doors for easy access.
But those seats, look at that fine work on the leather.
Honestly, everything here is it's well done badness.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like it's like a Jeep bed or something.
Yeah. Why live in the city and be poor? Farm!
And be poor. Weird.
Yeah. How do they get the...
In memory of
I was expecting a ramp.
How do they get the scooter in there?
Memory of Jesse Doe something, D.O.
right,
something.
yeah, the bed thing covers the sticker.
How would you feel if this was your memorial?
Look at those seats, though.
I know, those are amazing.
I would put those in the Datsun any day. I need a pair of those. It's a thing. I don't think it's the worst thing you could do to a Chevette.
The leather, I don't know, leather work on the top. It's all neatly folded and creased, but it's still horrible.
Right, yeah, it's it's super well done butchery.
Yes.
Very, very well done and executed butchery.
They put this little trim on the edge of the fender flat things that they created.
And the faux wood trim. I hope faux wood trim over the windshield. Yeah. It's super well done. Really, really bad stuff. I don't know what that says down there. Oh, custom something.
Yeah.
Quite a find, if I do say so myself.
It's
I like the wood deck bed too.
And the faux patinaed here. This almost seems like it was kind of recently done, because that's only recently been a thing. There you go. Could be yours. I didn't know. Was there a price? $4,500. You could not build that for $4,500.
The bank would not allow it.
It is illegal. All right, Kurt. Oh no, a theme.
A theme, the old staple of here's a car, but now it's a truck. But this, if you thought that Chevette was a steal, how about a Volkswagen new Beetle for $18,500?
A steal.
It comes with the Smith SMYTH Ute kit, which was completed in May of 2020. Somebody must have had second thoughts.
What? This is a kit. This is a real thing. I guess it does look very professional in the back. It looks very put together.
How much is that kit?
I
would guess somewhere around the range of $18,500.
I was just saying that Good has a Beetle that looks a lot like this.
True. True, he could have a beetle ute. That's a lot of bed, actually, for what it is.
It looks well done.
Yeah. Smith.
Ooh, those taillights.
The taillights are unfortunate.
Yeah, very squinty.
I feel like you could have done better if you just had like those standard Jeep square lights.
I think it could have been better if it just had like the regular round bug lights on the fenders.
Oh man. Going to the Smith website, they have ute kits for everything under the sun. Your Charger, your Jetta,
Ooh.
your WRX, Audis.
Oh, that explains the other week then.
But it also has an upgraded Bluetooth stereo, Kurt.
There's where the extra
And it's a
14,000 comes from.
It's a VW TDI that hasn't been crushed.
New Beetle kit starting at $2,590. So yeah, I don't know where they think the value
Like
is. in this.
2,500?
Yes, 2,500.
Oh, they're just drugs then.
They are drugs.
They are drugs. It is a 5-speed manual. You know, save the manual. I can't decide if I like the side profile or if it makes me hate myself.
Well, the thing is it looks like the Chevy SSR, but
Mhm.
a little smaller.
That's where the vibes are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very, very SSR vibes.
And that's a very polarizing car. Personally, I like the SSR. Everyone else hates it.
Beetle pup.
Beetle pup.
Beetle pup.
What does that mean?
Don't say it 3 times.
Oh yeah, no, careful.
Oh boy. All right, here we go. ZK.
Well, you see, I said I wasn't going to say this, but we were supposed to do a theme this week.
Oh, we were, weren't we?
With spooky, because this is our last episode before Halloween, so I found us a monster car.
Well, I mean, that would have been more helpful if you had told us that.
Well, you see, this is how I'm trying to gain votes from the audience.
I see. I see.
And you all know how I am a fan of mini trucks, and in particular the Mazda B series.
It is the best mini
Oh.
truck.
We have a Mazda B22 monster truck, but not a monster truck, but a truck with monsters. I don't know what's really going on here.
It's
It's at a dealership.
that's
also.
the weird part.
Yeah.
I mean, let's back the train up a little bit here. The weird part is, of course, the paint scheme and the wheels. But the fact that this is legitimately being sold at a dealership,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I checked their website. It's there.
that's
Not the same
something.
dealership that has
$2,500.
The Rooster though.
No.
$2,500. I almost put this on my mistakes I'd make list, by the way.
These professional like dealership pictures too are making it
Mhm.
great. Oh my, is that the mouth? What's going on in the middle? Is that
That's-
nose?
That's a skull nose.
Yeah, it's a skull nose. He's got eyeballs, but he's, a skull. It's like a skull, so that's without the flesh of the nose. And you got to have the offset license plate holder.
Of course. What is this picture doing for us?
I don't know what it was on the site, so I had to
What is
include
this
it.
picture doing for us?
I don't know, but the interior is actually remarkably clean.
Yeah, it's a good little truck.
Got fuzzy
Oh,
dice.
I did not see what was on the hood.
There's your
Mhm.
mouth.
There's your mouth. Episode title.
I was just about to write that down.
There's your mouth. Oh, you wrote it on your computer like a smart person. I wrote it on my hand. Oh boy. Oh, ew.
It continues. It's the whole truck. And those
Yeah.
wheels where it's missing. Like, I don't know if they like broke off lock nuts or something, but it looks like every wheel is missing a lug nut.
That's a good theory that they broke off the lock ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they got the trade in and then only realized later it's a lock one. So they got the well, we can't sell it with a lock without the key.
Ooh, look at the bend in that wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oops, whoops on that one. It's as if putting a super low profile tire on your pickup truck is a bad idea or something. ZK.
What?
Well, that's real special.
And especially the only like spooky theme car of the week. Just putting that out there.
Listen.
There's no campaigning.
A pickup truck bug is pretty scary. And
I'm gonna put all the banners outside the polls. Like I'm gonna put it, vote for ZK on the.
Think
on
how
the straw
scary it is for the third passenger on this.
No grandma.
I just realized that is not tied down in any manner. Also,
it's just for the photo shoot. It's saying you can hold something. How did
Maybe
they get
that's
that
who it's
in there?
in
That's
memory of.
pretty heavy.
those things are not light. Oh boy. All right, well, that concludes the super scary episode number 40 of Ranwin Parked. It was a frightening time of some amazing finds and some funny stuff. It had it all. It was a good episode. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to send me that link to the Daihatsu.
I think that's one of the ones I like intentionally just deleted. Like I knew it was going to be too tempting. I'm sorry. However, I'm pretty sure if it's still for sale, if you just search for Daihatsu, I don't think much else is going to come up.
Effort, because then I will buy it.
That's too far, huh?
Yeah.
Oh well.
There's one up here.
Oh really? Is there really?
Yeah, actually, I've seen more than one of those up here.
What?
Yeah.
Never ever have I seen that. Ever. That's crazy. I guess they were a thing. And ZK needs one. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to vote in the poll if I put it up. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Vote normally or something.
Vote normally? Vote normally? Okay, whatever.